Next, I'm going to explain about accounting concept in Islamic perspective. But first of all, my name is Farah Hanim binti Jamaluddin. Financial accounting typically approach with the recognition, measurements, recording, and presentation of financial statement components. First, recognition shall test whether there has been a critical event relating to an item or a financial transaction. Next, measurement is the sum of the item is to be listed at. Next, recording is a method of double entry bookkeeping such as debiting and crediting the accounts concerned. Furthermore, presentation is to show whether the financial statements represent the event or transaction disclosed. Basic assumptions are those principles, concepts, or practices that organizations believe to apply in preparing and presentation of financial statements. There are three basic assumptions. First, accruals is an accounting process which tracks profit and expenditure when incurred disregarding of when cash is exchanged. A selling on credit is an excellent example. When the invoice is produced, the transaction is entered into the books rather than when the cash is received. Likewise, an expense happens when the supplies are purchased or an employee has signed in for a workday, not when the check is actually returned. Going concern is an accounting guideline that implements financial statement readers to conclude that the business will survive long enough to deliver on its target and commitments. In other words, the accountants think the company is not going to liquidate in the immediate future. Periodicity assumption is an assumption of periodicity or inference of the time period states that companies can divide their activities into artificial time periods. Because consumers outside their financial statements want timely financial information, the expectation of the time spent helps us to prepare financial statements on a monthly, quarterly, and annual basis. Next, I'll be moving on to accounting concepts and Sharia requirements. Concepts in accounting are referred to differently as concept, Zion, postulate, assumption, and rules. IOFI has released a list of accounting principles to direct Islamic institutions in their accounting practice. Conventional accounting standards have been scrutinized to ensure that they are in accordance with Islamic and Sharia values. Next, I want to explain about accounting assumption. IOFI analyzed the accounting assumption of the concept of the accounting unit, going concern, periodicity, and monetary unit. Accounting unit includes the identification of economic activities associated with the IFRS, a separate entity. Thus, the concept of going concern has a major influence on the IFR. Assumptions are made about the potential continuity of the operation of the Islamic financial institution, including its investment operations.